Hey, good evening, South Mississippi. Chief Meteorologist Eric Jeansonne here with a quick update on our forecast as we go throughout the next couple of days. What we've seen over the past couple of days have been these really nice mornings across the area with low humidity, and our temperatures have been quite pleasant. In fact, this morning many areas got down into the upper 60s. The coolest temperature we could find, at least on the coast with some of our reporting stations, was Grand Bay and Jackson County got down to 65 degrees this morning. We got down to 67 in Lucedale, and Moss Point at Trent Lott got down to 67 degrees as well. So nice cool start, and tomorrow it looks like we'll do the same. That dry air continues to filter in from the north, and that will allow our temperatures to fall into the upper 60s along and north of I-10 and right along the coast. Looks like temperatures will stay in the upper 60s, maybe closer to 70 degrees for some. Outside tonight, things are looking great. Our temperatures earlier today, we topped out into the mid-90s. In fact, Gulfport Biloxi International hit 95 earlier today. So our afternoons are going to be hot, but our mornings have been really nice across South Mississippi. And of course, if you've been outside, at least in the early evening hours over the past couple of nights, to check out the moon, it was full earlier this week. It really put on quite a show this week, especially on Monday night and Tuesday night. But tonight, we're looking at the moonrise. It is not going to be quite as full. It'll be around 92% full tonight. But if you want to go check it out, the moonrise will be around 9 o'clock this evening. Sunset's around 7:31. Just look off towards the east-southeastern sky around 9 o'clock. You'll gradually start to see the moon work its way above the horizon. We've been getting a lot of really good pictures in on the WLOX weather app as well. If you want to send us your pictures, the best way to send them is through the app. If you open up the app and scroll down to the bottom and you hit submit photo, that allows us to capture the photos much more efficiently than if you send them to us through social media. But we've been getting some really nice photos like this one out of Biloxi by Jeff Howard. We also got this photo from Daniel Reed in Gulfport. You can really see the details of the moon there with some of those photos. This is really nice. I like the reflection there over the water with that photo as well by Amanda in Biloxi. And we've also let's see, Tuesday night, or let's see, this was either Monday or Tuesday evening. I believe this was Monday night actually. I was out on the beach waiting for the moonrise, and it just so happened that the Biloxi schooner was passing by right as the moon was beginning to rise. And if you follow me on social media, then you know I like to take photos. I'd like to do photography, and I had my camera with me at that moment, and I was really excited to see the schooner coming up right as the moon was rising. I kind of wanted the schooner just to be still just for a little bit so I could continue to take photos, but the schooner kept on going by as the moon started to get higher in the sky. But the moon is always going to look the most dramatic right along the horizon. It's going to have a reddish tint to it. It's not a blood moon. A blood moon refers to a total lunar eclipse. The moon's going to look orange or red right along the horizon because whenever the moon is closer to the horizon, the moonlight has to pass through a thicker portion of the atmosphere, and only the longer wavelengths of light can pass through, and that includes the oranges and the reds. And that's why whenever the moon is close to the horizon, it's going to look that red or dramatic color. So overnight tonight, we can expect our temperatures to hold steady in the 80s for the next few hours, and then we'll fall into the low 70s overnight tonight. Looking at the satellite and radar, not much going on across South Mississippi this evening. Here's a look at the water vapor, and this is why we are looking at this drier pattern, a big dip in the jet stream. We call that a trough. That is allowing all that drier air to make its way down all the way to the Gulf Coast. As far as humidity goes, tomorrow it's going to be another relatively low humidity day, especially north of I-10. Our heat index values may only get into the 30 to 25% range, so that's quite comfortable, especially for August standards. That's more what you'd see maybe in January. So tomorrow, waking up, temperatures upper 60s, low 70s. We'll keep the rain chances low for much of the day. Rain chances over the weekend look pretty slim. although we are going to see the humidity gradually increase as we go into Saturday and Sunday, so I wouldn't completely write off the opportunity for a stray shower or thunderstorm. We're also going to see perhaps a breezy east-northeast wind developing with high pressure to our north and low pressure to our south. That may create more of a breezy northeast wind, especially if you're going to be out over the water. So just be aware of that as we go into the weekend. Quick update on the tropics. Overall, things are pretty quiet. Not much to talk about. National Hurricane Center not highlighting any areas at the moment for tropical development. Watching a tropical wave near the Yucatan Peninsula, but that's already moving inland. Off the coast of Africa, there's a tropical wave there, but that one is struggling right now with some wind shear. Overall, we typically see about 85% of our tropical systems develop between now and the beginning of October. So we are pretty much in that peak time for tropical activity. So even though things are quiet now, we still have to be vigilant in the coming weeks. 7-day forecast, it looks like this again as we go throughout the next couple of days. Our temperatures each afternoon are going to be hot in the 90s, and lows each morning will be in the 70s, so quite pleasant each morning, but we're going to gradually increase that humidity as we head into the weekend.